time to start getting ready for Photo Kombat, which is a competition that's happening over in the Articulated Comic Book Art fan page over on Facebook. Basically, it's a tournament style type of competition where you're basically it's brackets and you get matched up against other action figure photographers. So that is happening. Well, I'm preparing this week. It's due this Sunday. It is Monday, March 2nd. The entries due this Sunday. So I am getting prepared. I finally figured out what I'm going to do in terms of my display. I'm a little behind. I mean, although there is a week, I should be able to knock it down. But anyway, one other thing real quick, man. I just noticed this. I had never opened up. This is the Fantastic Four, Marvel Legends Fantastic Four 6-pack or whatever it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. Yeah. So I'm gonna be using this thing for my display because of the look on the face, the expression, which is gonna lend to what I'm doing. But just interestingly enough, man, that thing looks pretty amazing in terms of the color compared to that thing. This is the one that just came single packaged, you know, on card, and this is part of the set. So this one looks like it has more of a wash. So yeah, gonna start working on that. And look, it even has I think it has a posable thumb. So it's a mess here. So working on that. Working on that dial. That dial that I haven't gotten much further than the floor. And then pretty much had to clear everything out. That's where I had the Fantastic Four set. So I had to just take a whole bunch of these figures out. So it's a little bit of a mess. But yeah, so by the time this comes out, the photo will be all set. But the idea is to have Thing punching the ground, you know, having gone after Wolverine and missing a Wolverine, kind of jumping up and slicing a piece of the Thing's rocks, essentially. So it's from a comic book panel of a recent comic book I bought the other day. Oh man, it was the X-Men, all new X-Men, and in it there's a scene where it's the Thing versus old man Logan. So I'm gonna kind of recreate that. So I already have. I'm gonna be using that Wolverine there, and he's gonna be posed similar to that. So yeah, so today I just want to set this up and finish this dial and paint it tonight. And I'm gonna go with not gonna rock a dial out, really. I'm just gonna do the flooring so that when he's breaking it has that effect. But in the background, I'm just gonna do color paper. So I'm gonna stay away from what I normally would do, and just kind of, you know, kind of put it on the action figures and not so much the background. All right, I'll take a few more as I progress along. So essentially, this is the background and the posing that I'm going to do for Photo Kombat. So basically what I'm doing is I got some sheets of foam. I got that pink one, yellow. Gonna cut it up like flames and then lay it there, and that'll be my background. So I'm gonna stay away from a dial for this round of the competition. And basically this is just it's really thin foam, pretty much. So just wanted to kind of give you guys a little bit of a background, and hopefully it'll come off really well. I've already got the rock effect and the figures are posed. Just need to get that, some sound effect or word bubble or something like that, but I'm getting there. Alright, so it is Saturday night. It is about 6 o'clock and we have tickets to go see the SpongeBob movie. My display is not ready yet for Photo Kombat, but this is way more important than Photo Kombat right now. It's time with this one right here. So anyway, we're going in here, and I have it on time though, and hopefully I'll take Chris down. But if not, you know, the better man won, and Chris is that dude, so that's cool. Just posted my entry into Photo Kombat a few minutes ago, and I'm not too happy. I'm not too happy with the entry.
I honestly should have really started working on this. I said I was gonna start working on it a week ago, and I ended up not. Well, I was working on it, but not as hard as I should have been. I should have had everything set up, and I ended up doing that a little bit later than I wanted to. So there were a couple things that I felt I could have done better, but it is about 10 o'clock, and I think it's 10:30, 10:30, and I think I worked on it for 2.5 hours today. I worked on it for a couple hours yesterday and a couple hours the day before. So I'm hoping, I'm hoping I make it to round two. I would be not surprised at all if I don't. I'm up against Chris, who's a good ACBA artist, so that should be interesting. So I'm just gonna walk you guys over to my display. Alright. And that's my daughter. Hey. Yeah. Sorry, I already did it. I'm not gonna start this tape over. Cable fell yesterday. I haven't even picked it up. Just hang right there. Alright, so let's walk over. Alright, so this is it. This is what I came up with. Angling it off a little bit like something like that. So the theme was mano a mano, one-on-one, and actually again, showed this before, but pulled it from this panel. Wanted to, have Wolverine ripping through some of the rocks, or some of the rocks on his body. So yeah, round one is behind me, and hopefully I'll make it to round two. And if not, it was a good one and done. And Chris is going on, so I'm happy for that. As he is again a real solid artist, as well as a fellow New Englander hailing from the great state of Maine. So good luck, Chris, and we'll see. All right, so we are day 2 of round 2. So all entries were due yesterday, which was March 21st at 11:59 p.m. and I'm working on damage control. It seems like every time I move an action figure, one falls, topples the other, goes on another level, and I have these guys, and I have these guys that I have to put away. And I also realize how dusty these detops get. So I need to, the next couple of weeks at some point, empty them out, clean them up, and do that all over again. But anyway, just wanted to show you guys my second round entry. Turn on the light. So I'm not completely happy with it. I'm not completely happy with it, but it is what it is. Here we are, and yeah, it's been submitted. As of a few hours ago, it was a pretty close fan vote between myself and my opponent. The fan vote counts for 2 points, which can turn around a battle. So all I can do is wait and see what the judges say, and then we just go from there. But anyway, so what I did is I took 2 dials and separated those 2 dials with, this is the street that I used for my Mini-Mates ACBA tourney entry. So that's just one piece. I was able to kind of put that in there to create a little bit of space between the dials. So basically the theme was strength in numbers was the actual theme. And so I really wasn't sure what I was going to do. From the moment I found out I was going on to the next round, I kept going back and forth in my head. I was going to do something with Hydra agents and AIM soldiers, and or Hydra soldiers and AIM agents, and stormtroopers, ninjas. So I have army builders with those, at least four of all of those, and I think I have the most stormtroopers in Hydra. So I figured everybody was going to do it, and I was right. A lot of people ended up doing that. Not that it's a bad thing, it's just that I wanted to go away from that a little bit. So instead what I did is I had a Thunderball pretty much kicking ass. So Thunderball has just taken out 2 agents, which is pretty easy. He's hurt Luke Cage. He's taken out Black Panther. What's her face? Wasp. Wasp is down. And then I have the Avengers on the prowl. They're about to attack. So what I did is I had Thor throwing his hammer. And then I had Thunderball lifting up his chain and ball so he can block it, which is why you got the clang effect. So the angle that I took was something like this, I believe. Something like this. I didn't light up the back, and you couldn't see that was just yellow in the background, so it just looked a little bit odd. Somebody had mentioned that. I had vision coming through, phasing through that door. Yeah, so this was my entry. So I just wanted to take some footage before I bring it down, as I feel I need to put all these figures back into detolf and clear out this section of the living room, as I don't want this up for too many days. But had to get creative. At some point I took a shot and there was no wall here, so I had to use my coffee mug to to put that wall up, and it worked out, and I had to do a secondary wall down there. The hammer is being held glue gun on this stick, as well as the strength, as well as some putty that kept it stuck to the ball and chain. This was round 2. Not feeling too good about getting to round 3. My opponent came with a really great pick, so that's cool, man. I think at the end of the day, you know, I had a great time. It was very important for me to participate, as I am an admin of the ACBA group, and I always feel it's important for admins to enter these type of competitions. So I definitely was committed to it. I just don't know if I did enough to make it to round 3. But, you know, let's see what happens. Hi, y'all, and I'm out. Peace.